Long ago, in the lush kingdom of Adoka, there lived a young and handsome prince named Adinu. At just 28 years old, he was the pride of the kingdom, known for his wisdom, charm, and a smile that could light up the darkest night. One fateful day, during a work visit to the neighboring village of Idu, his life changed forever. As the prince and his men rode back to Adoka, the golden rays of the setting sun painted the forest in fiery hues. Along the path, they encountered a sight that stopped the prince in his tracks. A young woman, her skin glowing like polished mahogany, balanced a basket of cassava on her head. Her waist and ankles jingled softly with beads as she walked. Her name was Onichi, a commoner of 20 years, yet her beauty was fit for a queen. Adinu was mesmerized. Summoning courage, he greeted her, and their conversation flowed like the river that nourished their lands. Though their worlds were far apart, he, a prince, and she, a commoner, an invisible thread bound their hearts. They knew their love was forbidden, yet it burned brighter than the stars. Their secret meetings became frequent, hidden under the cover of night. But their love bore fruit, a child. When Onichi discovered she was pregnant, she was overjoyed. She eagerly awaited Adinu's next visit to share the news. But the prince never came. Weeks turned into months, and Onichi's joy turned to despair. Heartbroken, she bore a daughter in and guarded her secret fiercely. She feared the wrath of the kingdom should the truth come to light. Adinu, meanwhile, faced his own trials. His father, the king, passed away suddenly. Duty called, and he married Princess Oki, ascending the throne as the new king of Adoka. 4 sons blessed his union, and the years rolled on, but the memory of Onichi and his secret love never left him. Then calamity struck. The rain stopped falling, and famine gripped the land. Crops withered, the rivers dried up, and the people grew desperate. Tragedy followed tragedy. Queen Oki fell gravely ill, unable to walk, and 2 of their sons died mysteriously. The people cried out for answers, and the burden of their suffering weighed heavily on King Adinu. Desperate, the king summoned the chief priest to consult the gods. For 21 days, sacrifices were made, prayers were chanted, and rituals were performed. Finally, the gods spoke. The solution lay in a distant village, and the king himself must lead the way. Guided by the gods, Adinu and the priest arrived in Idu, where they found a young woman fetching firewood in the forest. She was strikingly beautiful, with eyes that mirrored his own. The king's heart skipped a beat. Could it be? The girl, froze under his gaze and fled home to her mother, terrified. The chief priest followed, and when he reached Onichi, she stood trembling before them. The priest explained their mission, but Onichi's eyes burned with a fury long buried. In a voice that shook the air, she confessed, "Years ago, this man, your king, abandoned me after giving me his love. He left me to bear his child in shame and solitude. My heart turned cold, and I cursed him to suffer as I have suffered." The king fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. He begged for her forgiveness, admitting his failings and the pain he had caused. The gods demanded the curse be lifted for the kingdom to be restored. Onichi, moved by his repentance and In's pleading eyes, finally relented. The curse was broken. The rains returned to Adoka, the land blossomed, and peace was restored. But for Adinu, the lesson was eternal: love is a sacred bond, not to be broken or discarded. From that day, Onichi and In were honored in the kingdom, their story a testament to love, betrayal, and redemption. And under the reigns of Adoka, the seeds of a new beginning were sown.